And proclaim the pilgrimage among men. They will come to thee on foot and mounted on every camel, lean on account of journeys through deep and distant mountain highways.
The story of the Kaaba goes back as far as pre-Islamic times. Most sources agree that Tuba, the king of Yemen, was the first to cover the Kaaba, but some sources claim that Prophet Ismail and one of Prophet Muhammad's ancestors also covered the Kaaba. All types of textiles known in the pre-Islamic times were used, such as straw, silk, striped Yemeni cloth, Iraqi pads, and Coptic Egyptian clothing. Many famous caliphs have been responsible for covering the Kaaba. The new coverings were stacked on top of the old, but a Khalifa who performed the Hajj in the year 160 after Hijrah noticed that the building was damaged. By this, he introduced the tradition with the one layer of cloth at a time. Khalifa al-Nasir introduced the black cloth. From then on, it becomes standard. The practice of putting an embellished cloth over the door of the Kaaba started in the year 1408. In 1927, King Abdullah Aziz ordered the construction of a special factory in Mecca to produce the Kiswa. Since then, this factory has undergone much development. In 1977, modern machinery was installed to assist the production of the Kiswa. But they continued the artistic tradition of sewing the ornate part by hand. The Kiswa factory has the longest sewing machine, 16 meters long, that was specially made in Germany at the cost of €500,000. With this machine, the work, which had taken up to 6 months to accomplish, is now done in 6 weeks. The factory has more than 200 talented workers who operate these advanced machines. The Kiswa factory has skilled craftsmen who take much pride in their work and feel it is an inspiring job. The Kiswa costs more than €3 million to produce. The cloth is made of 670 kilos of pure silk imported from abroad. After weaving, it measures 658 square meters. Around 120 kilos of pure gold and 50 kilos of pure silver goes into such a production. The Kiswa is 14 meters high. On the top third of the cloth is a hazam, a belt that is 95 centimeters wide and 45 meters long, consisting of 16 pieces going around the Kiswa on all sides. The belt is embroidered with an outstanding design that is enamelled with silver thread covered with gold. Beautiful Arabic calligraphy of Quranic verses written in a Thuluth style. Under the belt, on each corner of the Kaaba, is Surah Ikhlas embroidered in a circle surrounded by a square in an Islamic decoration. At the same height, also under the belt, there are 6 verses of the Quran, all in a separate frame. In between these frames, there is phrases from the Quran in the shape of a lamp, written in calligraphy. After the Kiswa is mounted, it is bolted to the ground with copper rings. In the southeast corner of the Kaaba is the black stone. The stone consists of 7 fragments in a frame of silver, which is cemented into the wall at 1.5 meters above the ground. According to Islamic tradition, the stone was brought to the earth by the angel Gabriel. It was owned by Adam, and it was recovered by Abraham when he rebuilt the Kaaba. The cloth over the door consists of 5 pieces sewn together and measure 20.8 square meters. It is decorated with Quranic verses embroidered in a fantastic design. At the bottom of the cloth is a statement that says, "It is done in Mecca," and is offered as a gift to the Kaaba from the guardian of the 2 holy mosques. The factory produces 2 kiswas each year. One is used as a backup. The work continues throughout the year and is done in stages. Dyeing is the first stage. The material used is of the highest quality of raw silk, covered with a layer of natural gum called sarkanet. Silk a yellowish colour. The natural silk is dyed in 2 stages. First, the gum is removed in a hot basin containing olive oil, soap and chemicals. The skeins are immersed for about 2 hours at 90 degrees Celsius. Then they are washed with water several times. The natural silk retains its white colour and is ready for dyeing, having lost about 30% of its weight. Chemicals are used to stabilise the colour against the light and the friction, so that the cloth will withstand a full year of exposure in the hot sun and the continuous touch by the pilgrims. The second stage is weaving. It consists of primary weaving, manual weaving and automatic weaving. This is a demanding and a painstaking process, resulting in an artistic masterpiece. Pattern cloth is made on a jacquard machine, while plain cloth is made on a Dolby machine. The third stage is the design and the calligraphy. Although the text and the inscriptions never change, the design and writing style may change from time to time, with suggestions made by the group of artists and the calligraphers. This must be approved by the guardian of the 2 holy mosques. Preparations for the embroidery on the kiswa cloth are done in the printing department. After the production and printing remains an important part, to embroider the cloth with gold and silver threads. The finished kiswa is stored in a temperature-controlled room. A celebration is held in the kiswa factory during the Hajj season. The gatekeeper receives a bag produced in the factory, where the key to the Kaaba is stored. The ceremony is attended by high-ranking officials with the media present. On the day of Arafat, the stunning new kiswa is mounted on the Kaaba. The old kiswa is preserved with great care. Different parts are given to VIP visitors and high-level authorities. In 1982, Saudi Arabia presented the door covering of the Kaaba to the United Nations on behalf of the Islamic world. This piece is displayed in the reception area of the participants' lounge at the United Nations headquarters in New York. It is well worth viewing these great works of art that is considered one of the most exquisite pieces of Islamic art.
لك والملك لا شريك لك
لبيك اللهم لبيك
لبيك اللهم لبيك
لبيك لا شريك لك
لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك
إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك
لا شريك لك
لبيك اللهم لبيك
لبيك اللهم لبيك
لبيك لا شريك لك
لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك
إن الحمد والنعمة
والنعمة
لك والملك
لا شريك لك